Hi everyone, it's Chad and I'm coming to you again with a couple recipes, and we're focusing as always more traditional foods, healthy foods, and of course plants, targeting fruits and vegetables mostly. So this is a great month, the month of September. It's National Fruit and Vegetable Month. It's also the whole year, 2021, is designated as the International Year of Fruits and Vegetables by the United Nations General Assembly. So we got those two great reasons. School's back in session. We want to make sure our families are eating fruits and vegetables, and it's still harvest season. So, you can't have enough reasons to enjoy fruits and vegetables in September, I guess. But with the addition of school starting this month, I want to showcase a couple recipes that can show you how to get some fruits and vegetables into your family on a busy day, on a school day, or any day. So stick with me, I've got two recipes. Let's look at the first one right now. So this first one is great. I've made it for my family many a times. We're going to take a lot of breakfast components, including vegetables, and try to cram it all into one little convenient muffin. So let's call these Chad's morning breakfast muffins with vegetables. Take a look. Start by preheating the oven to 375 and spray a muffin tin like so. Take whatever you need for muffins. If I'm making 12 muffins, I'm using 12 slices of bread. This is whole grain bread, 4 grams of fiber per slice we're talking, folks. Maybe a little bit less after I cut off the crust though. But you can do what you want with the crust. Make some bread pudding, compost it, feed it to the birds. You can try it in this recipe. I just find it comes out better without it. Next, we're going to take those slices of bread without the crust, and we're going to shove them in each of these muffin tin holes. We're going for 12 of these suckers, and just be careful not to tear it. Press it down in there pretty firmly though, squish it down, make a lot of room. It's going to look like this. You want a little bit of the bread hanging out so you get a nice crusty top. We're going to stick it in the oven for about 5 to 7 minutes, and while that is browning and toasting up, we're going to prepare any kind of vegetables that we want to stick in here. Just a small amount. We're going to do a little bit of green pepper. We're going to put some yellow onion in there, dice that all up. You're going to want this diced up pretty small so you can fit the most amount of vegetables you can in these small little muffin cups. Here's some red bell pepper that I'm going to add to the mix, just finely dicing this as one big melange of vegetables. Here I've got some mushrooms to the side. I'm going to grab a couple of mushrooms and I'm going to dice those up as well. Here are some cherry tomatoes. I'm just going to grab a handful of cherry tomatoes and dice them up, or basically quarter them at least, so you got a little bit of a quarter of a tomato in each of these muffins for some nice flavor. Here comes some meat. I got some pre-cooked sausage patties. I'm just going to take one patty and dice it up really fine. This is going to add some nice flavor and a little bit of fat and saltiness to our dish. Follow it up with the garnish, which we're going to use some green onions or scallions. We're going to get a hot skillet going and add our vegetables. This is the onions and the red and green bell peppers. We'll throw in the mushrooms, the sausage that we just diced up, and here comes some quartered tomatoes. We're going to stir this all in and give it a good cook for 5, 6, 7 minutes, somewhere around there, until your veggies are kind of translucent. Season it, of course, with some salt and some black pepper, and that should about do it for that. By this time, our muffins should be cooked through 5 to 7 minutes, and they're going to look like that. And then we get right away to whisking up some eggs. If you're making 12 muffins, you would think you need 12 eggs, but you can't really fit a whole egg in these muffins along with the cheese and vegetables we're going to add. So I usually like to beat up the eggs, and we're going to start with putting a couple slices of Parmesan cheese on the bottoms. You can use a different cheese if you want. And I'm just going to start scooping the vegetable mixture from the skillet right into these cups. Season it with some salt and pepper. And we're ready to go with the egg. You want to pour a little bit in each cup and give it a minute, because it's going to seep through all the space between the vegetables. It's going to soak up into the bread a little bit and kind of go down into the bottom of the muffin. So you're going to get a chance to do a second round and just fill these muffin tins pretty much all the way up to the top. We're gonna go around with some heavy cream here, and this is just a little splash on top of the egg mixture, just a little dot on top of each muffin. We're gonna follow up with some shredded cheddar cheese or other cheese of your liking. Just a little bit of shredded cheese on top. We're not going for a huge amount of calories. We just want some cheesiness and some flavor in there. So we're gonna look like that when we're done this whole process. We'll stick that in the 375-degree oven for about 20 minutes. And when it comes out, it's gonna look like this beautiful concoction right here. These are gonna pop out. You're gonna have a whole crusty muffin there with some beautiful cheese, vegetables. Oh, and don't forget the garnish with the green onion on top. That makes it look even more pro. So here you go. These morning muffins are sure to please. All right, folks, so we busted out that first recipe. Here comes the second one. It's no cook. It's pretty quick and simple. It's going to help with exposing your family to some seafood. It's going to be popular with kids because it's a finger food. It's going to be popular with adults because it helps to satisfy this little sushi craving that we might get every once in a while. And it just exposes your kids and your family to seafood, which is a great healthy choice in a lot of ways. So we'll add some veggies to this, spice it up a little bit. I hope you enjoy it and you try it with your family. We'll call this one Chad's Cucumber Crab Bites. How about that? Chad's Cucumber Crab Bites coming up. So just using some extra leftover red bell pepper and green bell pepper from the previous recipe, gonna get that all cut up and cut them into smaller slices. Thin slices work great. We're basically going to be stacking these vegetables on cucumber coin type of things for finger foods. So you want to make sure that they're manageable pieces. We're going to take a cucumber, peel it a little creatively so you got a little contrast there, and we're going to cut it up into some thick coin slices. I like to use a little tray or baking sheet lined with tin foil or parchment paper to make things easier. Just line the coins up on there, and we'll dice up some green onion, throw that in the mix, getting all these vegetables prepared. I don't feel like shredding carrots, so I'm going to cut a corner. I bought a bag of shredded carrots, and taking some more of those cherry tomatoes, going to cut those up and chop them up into little bits as well. And these are green pea shoots. You can find these in most grocery stores along with sprouts and things like that. These are really tender and sweet. Gonna chop up some pea shoots. Gonna take an avocado, half that thing, and get the pit out, scoop a little bit out, and then I'm going to dice the avocado up. Good little trick here, don't forget to add a little splash of lemon juice to the avocado to keep it from browning. I drained a can of crab meat, put that in a bowl with a little bit of mayonnaise, salt and pepper. Just very simple crab meat, mayonnaise, salt and pepper. Throwing in the vegetables there, scallions, green peppers, red peppers, basically all the vegetables except the avocados. I'm going to take the diced or sliced avocado, put those right on the cucumber, and then with a spoon, just dollop each top of the cucumber with a crab and vegetable mixture. You can take a little bit of the pea shoots too and sprinkle those right over on top just for some extra green. And when you're done, these are going to look like these little bite-sized coins, and they're delicious. So with that, we have two more recipes you could add to your tool belt. Feel free to tweak them and add different vegetables, proteins, and modify them however you like. There's no wrong way to do it as far as I'm concerned. But I do have to relay some sad news that this is going to be the last Cooking with Chad video. Cooking with Chad is coming to an end because I'm starting a dietetic internship. It's a 1,000-hour intensive internship that starts next month at a different facility. So unfortunately, I'm going to be leaving ACHS and Cooking with Chad. I can't tell you how much I've appreciated the last number of years, sharing nutrition tips, sharing recipes, sharing everything. and I appreciate the support you've given me, the support you give ACHS, and I wish you all a fond farewell. This is Chad signing off for the last time. Thank you so much.